Let's rank the most popular cat treats. Hi guys, my name is Sam, I'm a cat nutritionist, and today we are delving into the world of cat treats, and we are going to rank which ones are good, which ones are bad, which ones are going to get the crown, and which ones are going into the bin. Before we start, I'll just say that I've got a bit of a sty, a bit of conjunctivitis, but even though I've been a little bit self-conscious about making the video, I am going to make the video anyway, and I hope you guys enjoy. The first treat we have here is the Friskies party mix, and whenever we say Friskies, we want to probably extend to the other range and the other treats that are within the range. So the ingredients here for our cat are chicken meal, brewer's rice, chicken byproduct meal, animal fat preserved, pea starch, barley, chrome protein meal, liver flavor, etc, etc. So whenever we see chicken or chicken meal, chicken as being the first ingredient, that's always a really good thing. However, cats are obligate carnivores, and I do not like anything with corn protein meal or pea starch or barley in my cat's treats, and that's why this is probably going to get a C. The second treat is Temptations, an incredibly popular one, and something that is called Dreamies here in the UK. The ingredients for Dreamies or Temptations are chicken byproduct meal, ground corn, animal fat preserved, brewer's rice, wheat flour, natural flavors, dried meat byproducts, etc, etc. I don't know you, but I don't like to give my cat ground corn or things that are extremely unspecific, such as animal fats or natural flavors. I want traceability in my cat's food, especially when it comes to things like wheat flour, for example. I don't want to give my cat wheat flour. And this, of course, shouldn't be a problem if your cat was fed a species appropriate diet, if your cat was primarily fed a meat and offal and organs and bone diet. Just as if they caught a mouse or if they caught a small bird, they would just eat everything, and you gave your cat maybe some Temptations on the side, and that wouldn't comprise more than, say, 3 to 5% of your cat's diet. But when you're giving your cat, saying things with sugar all the time and really poor quality food to start with, and then you pile on some of these treats, it's just not the best for the cat, and for that reason, this is probably going in the bin. The third one is Churu, and these are extremely popular. They're really popular here in the UK as well. So here the chicken recipe contains chicken, tapioca starch. So tapioca starch is a binding agent in order to make things like stick together and for it to be like corn flour, for example, if you're baking. So tapioca starch is a thickening agent. We then have natural flavors, natural scallop flavor, guar gum, which is the same thing. It's a sugar derivative, which I'm not really a massive fan of. But all in all, these aren't complete junk, so we are going to give them a B. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but in moderation, why not? Let's talk about Shea, and these are the meaty tender sticks, and the tuna flavor. It's important for you to see whenever manufacturers name things. We here do not see tuna, we see tuna flavor. So flavor is the actual marketing term. So whenever a manufacturer says with chicken or chicken flavor, that might not contain chicken, but the chicken flavor, which is adding an extra step in the processing, which is potentially an amber flag. So here exactly we have tuna byproduct, not tuna loin, for example. This is not the main part of the tuna, this is byproduct. We then have pork, turkey, pork liver, pork skin, brewer's dry yeast, sugar, animal plasma, and salt. So anytime I see sugar in cat food, this absolutely infuriates me, because manufacturers do not care about your cat's health. What they care is about your cat eating the product. And in order for your cat to eat the product and to get drawn to the product time and time again, they have to be extremely savvy in how they craft treats and how they craft food. And here we have the combination of sugar and salt, and that makes the food extremely palatable. In food theory, it's called the food palatability reward hypothesis, which is when food tastes extremely well. When you eat fast food, you want to eat more and more and more and more. And so these engineers, these big companies, have scientists and veterinarians, and all they do all day is, how can we make a product that is so delicious that you keep coming back to buy the product? And it's not normally what's best for your cat, it's what's best for their pockets. And in my opinion, if you have to put sugar and salt combined in a cat treat, this is going in the bin. Let's talk about Greenies, and these are extremely popular. These are, again, tuna flavor, not tuna, but tuna flavor. The ingredients: chicken meal, which is okay, animal fat, which is quite unspecific. We then have brewer's rice, ground whole wheat, wheat flour, animal plasma, natural flavor, etc, etc. They add salt and they add a bunch of things that, once again, aren't very good for cats. So this, even though it's a pretty bad treat, it doesn't contain straight sugar, which is one of the things that I harp on so much about in cat food. And for that reason, this is getting a C. Let's talk about Vital Essentials, freeze-dried raw cat treats. Anytime you see freeze-dried cat treats or freeze-dried something, that means that you take the raw material, in principle, in theory, and then you preserve it. And that's why freeze-dried stuff, freeze-dried treats, if the ingredients are very good, tend to be a really good thing to give your cat. But the ingredients have to be good. The ingredients here are boneless, skinless chicken breast. And that's all I can see here. This is a single protein food. This is a single protein treat. It's just chicken, and it's a phenomenal thing. So that's why I am probably going to give this an A. This is a really good treat. One single protein treats are phenomenal. Let's talk about Blue Buffalo, and these are the soft cat treats. Chicken and turkey recipe. The ingredients are deboned chicken, which is good, deboned turkey, potatoes, once again to bind everything together, vegetable glycerin, once again, natural flavor, not the most specific, phosphoric acid, etc, etc. So this is not terrible. It's one of the better treats you can give your cat, for example, but once again, potatoes and natural flavor are quite unspecific, and that's why we are going to give it a B. The next one is our cat feeding guide, how to feed your cat for optimum health. Let me tell you something. Manufacturers, once again, do not care about your cat's health sometimes, and they will put things like salt, like sugar, things that aren't very good for your cat, and so many people are blatantly unaware of how to feed their cat better. And that's why we have put this cat feeding guide on how to feed your cat better, because we believe that your cat's health is extremely important, and whenever we talk to people and other cat owners, it does resonate with them. And my cat is a rescue and I absolutely adore him, and anytime we talk to people about their cats and what they should be eating and what they should not be eating, in the long term, it saves people so much money. Absolutely incredible the amount of money you can save by feeding your cat properly, by feeding your cat a species appropriate diet or as close to it as possible. And that's why I'm going to give our cat feeding guide the crown. You can get it in the link down below. It's absolutely incredible. It will be an eye-opener. A bit more of an eye-opener than my conjunctivitis eye. Let's talk about Meow Mix, and these are the irresistibles. The ingredients: chicken, wheat flour, animal digest, chicken byproduct meal, pea protein, glycerin, salmon, dried egg product, water, animal fat. These are getting a B, sorry. Let's talk about the Delectables lickable spoon for quick and easy bonding. The ingredients: water, tuna, chicken, tapioca starch, natural and artificial flavor, guar gum, which is a sugar derivative, I don't really like it, natural tuna flavor, shantan gum, once again another sugar derivative. Yeah, this is not a very good treat. It doesn't actually say sugar, it's not straight sugar, but I'm not a massive fan of these, and so that's why I am probably going to give them a C. Let's talk about the Delectables, and these are with gravy. The ingredients: water, tuna, whitefish, natural flavor, tapioca starch, guar gum, caramel color. Whenever you start seeing things that are not really part of pet food, or they shouldn't be part of pet food, like caramelized sugars, for example, Royal Canin uses caramelized sugar in some of their cat treats and some of the cat foods, and that's why we do not like sugar or sugar derivatives, and that's why these are getting in the bin. I'm really sorry. Caramel color and things that sound like a Mars bar, like a chocolate bar, I just don't want that to be part of my cat's diet. Let's talk about the Purina Fancy Feast appetizers. We have fish broth, which is great, skipjack tuna, which is great, scallop, which is great. We then have guar gum and shantung gum, and those are two ingredients I really do have a problem with, and that's why these are getting a C. Let's talk about Reveal whole salmon loin. Limited ingredients. The ingredients are salmon loin, and that is it. And let me tell you something, I love giving my cat salmon loin. You literally get it out of a packet, it's vacuum packed or vacuum sealed, and all you have to do is open it, you present it to your cat, and the cat will hopefully like it. It's 100% salmon, it's salmon loin, incredibly nutritious treat for your cat. It's purely meat, there is no preservatives, there's no salt, there's no guar gum, there's no added natural flavors, there's no sugar, there's none of this malarkey, it's just salmon, and that's why these sort of treats get always the crown. Let's talk about mackerel loin. Once again, this is just mackerel loin, and for that reason, anything that's one single protein that looks like the actual treat, that looks like the actual ingredient we want to be feeding our cat, well, that's surely a really good thing for our cats, and for that reason these are getting the crown as well. Let's talk about freeze-dried shrimp, and these are some things that I absolutely love to give my cat, and these are some of the treats that he gets. We sprinkle a lot of the shrimp on top of his food, and he absolutely loves it as a topper, and these are tiny shrimp. They are just shrimp, and once again, these are going to get the crown. So I give my cat things that are 100% meat. There's no salt, there's no tapioca starch, there's no natural flavors, there's no chicken byproduct meal, there's no ground corn protein, there's none of that rubbish. All there is 100% meat. My cat is an obligate carnivore, and he is optimized, he is biologically designed to breaking down whole prey stuff, meat, offal, bone, liver, that sort of thing. And so what I'm trying to do is replicate what he would eat naturally in the wild. He wouldn't probably eat pizza unless he was starving. He would be catching mice, and that's what I'm trying to do. And for that reason, these get the crown. Another treat that I absolutely love to give my cat is eggs. And in this particular case, I give my cat quail eggs, and those are incredibly nutritious. If you think about it, an egg contains everything to harness life, and so it's incredibly good. It has so many vitamins, the protein quality is extremely high, and I just give it to my cat for added moisture. My cat is raw fed, but you don't have to raw feed your cat. If your cat is kibble fed, you can literally pour a raw egg, a raw quail egg, or a raw whatever egg onto your cat's kibble, for example, or give it in a separate plate, and my cat absolutely loves it. It's super good for them, and especially if you come from a place where your cat has been eating a lot of these sugar and animal plasma and salt and yeast extracts and that sort of thing, your cat is surely going to start turning a point in terms of health, because you are going to be giving your cat something which is going to be a lot more biologically appropriate, a lot more attuned with what your cat would naturally eat, and that's surely a very good thing. So anything that you give your cat that is one single ingredient treat or food or whatever is extremely good for them. If you want to know more about how to feed your cat better, I highly encourage you to download the guide, How to Feed Your Cat for Optimum Health.